Scorpio, welcome. Welcome to your August 2020 tarot card reading with me, Chrissy. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to my channel. And here's to August 2020 with a reading for all of you. So I wasn't able to do the July readings through YouTube. It was a little bit of a hectic time for me, but all is well because I'm going to pull you a few more cards, which I'm going to use some guidance and a nice health card for you for the month and bring through some tarot. So let's take a look and see what is coming through for you. See what the energy is. We're going to pull 3 cards from the Energy Oracle. I've pre-shuffled these, so I'm just going to give them a quick shuffle. Scorpio. I'm just going to do a cut. Usually I pre-do this out, but let's do it this way. Okay, so emotions are going to be called. The guidance for you is to really get in touch with maybe the inner child, the inner way of playfulness for this month coming through August for you. Is this guy going to stay up? Wow, the inner child doesn't want to stay up. But it's really a time to tap into your feelings, your expression, your moods, how to balance out your own emotions for this month. That's really coming through. And it's a time for you in August to really take a sense of maybe that lighthearted approach, maybe that feeling of just doing some things that you love to do. Really get in touch with that reality for yourself of, I'm going to put that over here. There we go. That playfulness, some lightheartedness, some ways of just letting the wonder through in the innocence of how you've been feeling, maybe, through the last quarter or what's coming through after the month of July. For some of you, it could have been, pretty deep. And this is going to be a month for you to really visualize, bring in the visualization of the I'm going to put these here, of the imagination and feeling what it is that you want to experience for this month. It's about manifesting. It's about bringing through this openness, this validation of meditation, yoga, ways of really going within so that you can express and bring through what your focus is for this month. It's going to be a really kind of channeled psychic month for you this month. Very nice. Very nice for just the guidance of energy right there. Okay, let's pull through one more guidance card. We're going to hold this one through the whole reading. See what we have for Scorpio for August 2020. Should really feel a nice surge of, because some fire energy coming through there. This one wants to come through. Keeping the faith. Bringing through letting go of the old past and the old ways of doing things, bringing in the faith, the hope for the future, and what you really believe and feel, right? It's to really land where you know that you want to be. This is so far so good right here. It's going to be a good month to really kick in and really work through some of the deeper emotions, the moods, just balancing out what it is that you need and you feel liberated and inspired by. That's what's definitely coming through. I want to pull let's pull a health card, and then I'm going to pull I want to pull a health card. I've been doing it for all signs from the botanical garden, the holistic healing and also the symbology of the plant or the flower. Okay, and you've received, the daylily. Okay, so Scorpio, you want to really, August is a time for lilies. You're going to see them vibrant in color. You're going to see them vibrant all over, depending on your season right now. So for health, okay, so for a daylily is orange, they're yellow, they come in beautiful, like bright tones. And every part of the daylily can really be consumed. So the perennial plant is very edible. All the blossoms, the shoots, and the roots of the daylily are really you're able to use them and holistically use them to for your own health and well-being. And a lot of times people steam them, they saute them. There are some lilies, depending on the species, that honestly can be very toxic. But the daylily itself is something that you can, use to bring in a holistic or a foraging type of holistic healing for maybe, some vitamins that you need or a way to bring that into your diet. Um, the old folklore was, lilies were really for pregnant women or, for giving birth or for, so you could be like birthing through some new ideas, you could be literal birth too, but it could be birthing through some new ideas, some new spins on old ways, right? That you're kind of bringing through a new way of being, both health wise, symbology wise. This is coming through for you for August. And lilies are very vibrant in the month of August. So that's very interesting. But some of the toxic species, they're almost like a hallucinogen. So if there's any toxicity, people, emotions you're feeling that feels toxic, that feels negative, that's coming up for you, I can guarantee you in your trail this month, you're going to see, if you're watching this video, daylilies are going to be very prominent sticking out to you for this month. So, but for the most, if any times are difficult with the daylily, it's to remember that everything is fleeting, comes and it goes. It's a moment in time. So, and most of them, the daylily will close at nighttime, and it's a metaphor for beauty born in the moments of darkness. So you're coming through here with some new visualization. You're definitely springing into a step of your inner child, really getting into that sense of feeling and being and inspired and able to manifest the life that you really want to bring through. And I feel like for some of you, it's through new work, it's through new ways of doing things. It's getting the inspiration to create that new spark of energy. Let's take a look at your animal spirit for this month. I'm giving you a whole reading here, so I appreciate you guys. I really do. Okay, so let's see. What is for Scorpio? This one wants to come through. The swan spirit. So sweet. It's time for it. It's time for you to really step into a deep dive. There's something you really want to experience, go within. Maybe the animal spirit is telling you it's time to really dive into something that you really want or desire, or you feel a love, a peacefulness. Maybe it's a deep dive for peace. Maybe it's time for a deep dive of, going quiet, really sifting through what inspires you, what you're creating, what the drive is to re-inspire yourself or create, or I get a sense of like setting something up, like setting up a business or a redecorating, or this surge of color and energy is coming through. So the swan is definitely, it's about peace and freedom, but you have to tap into something to really bring that through. What's emerging for you this month? What do you feel? What do you feel is inspired and a way to be? Okay, let's take a look. Okay, I'm dropping cards. All right, let's take a look at the tarot for you for this month. Let's see what comes through for the tarot. Okay, Scorpio. What is so Scorpio for August 2020? Okay, cut these right here. Let's give them a cut. Ooh, the bottom two came through, so I'm going to use those, but let's take a look at what's going on for you. So we're coming in with the Seven of Swords. So this is really boundarying yourself. This is like you're standing your ground through the month. You're coming into the month standing your ground. Work could be very hectic. Um, I feel like some workloads are not jiving with your frequency. It's like kind of being overdone, or you don't have time, or you're finding that it's time for you this month to make that time to really come in so that you can get inspired, get that inner child going so that you can alleviate some of any heavy work matters. Coming in with the Queen of Cups, which is about compassionate, that empathy, that psychicness, that feeling of contentment. The Queen of Cups is like watery. She's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but she's very kind of psychic, and she feels her way much better when she's got sound energy. Diving into maybe something that is more needed for her at this time. So what I mean by that is with the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Wands, it's more about creating your boundaries, not overworking, taking the time to really feel your compassionate self coming through right here. This wants to let you look at your emotions, let you dive into your emotions, let you dive into your intuitive way of being, feeling what is needed for you. There's a lot coming at you at once, and you're holding your ground. You're doing your best to stand your ground. I think for a lot of Scorpios, there could be a lot of opportunities coming through. Some of you may not like your job. You may not like feeling not inspired by something new. And that's what I'm saying. You're going to recreate something new in the month of August, whether it be home, work, old issues that need to be kind of on the same frequency as you are. Bring in some crystals, bring in some stones, bring in some new energy, new ways of being inspired to get the juices flowing. Yeah, you're disappointed. You're feeling some disappointment. Maybe not being able to slow down, maybe not being able to kind of get the job off your back. I kind of feel this too, and I haven't done the Sagittarius yet, but I'm feeling some of that coming through for Sagittarius also. So if you got anything in Sag, you might want to check out that video. I'm going to do that next, but I'm just feeling that coming through with that kind of fire energy. So if many of you are seeking more of be still with the job, go into meditation about the job, the career, the changes, the new rebirthing process in a career, work path, or even hobby that you want to bring through. All right. And it has to do, I know this sounds crazy, but to me, it's got to do with color and chakras and bringing through that vibrant energy of the daylily, whether it be yellows or amber or orange or bright, fiery August feeling flowers, even. Get inspired, right? I'm going to pull a few more. Seven of Cups in reverse. You're starting to get things really kind of in a place of you can figure it all out, and you're definitely going to get sparked and ready for your new beginning. The Ace of Wands is the new inspiration, the new ideas to the old patterns, to the old job, to the old home, to the old environment. You're going to start kicking up your heels and really getting inspired and pinpointing down not out of several things, but everything you have to pick from and do and think about with the changes that have been here for you. You're coming into a time of really pinpointing it, zoning in, and focusing on what you want for that new beginning. It's going to come through for you by the end of the month. A lot of you, it has to do with your home, your environment, happiness, being comfortable. This could be a redecorating of a home or a new career. There's definitely career and home environment, family, just inspiration and new flow is coming to you for this month. Really nice reading for you, Scorpio. Very nice. So find your peace, find your freedom, unlock yourself from let the energy manifest through you, right? Bring in the new beginnings, and I think you're going to feel a bit of respite a little bit through the last couple weeks of maybe August for you. It's going to come through and come home to you so you can really feel some sense of it's lightening up. I can take a breath, I can breathe, I can get some solitude and some play in my life to figure out what that is. All right, you guys take care. Talk to you all next month. Be well.